What is up, my Pisces, and welcome or welcome back to Cards for Hire. My Pisces, as I tapped into your energy, I heard, ah, staying alive, staying alive. I'm also picking up on the colors cyan and coral. This is cyan for those who don't know. Okay, blue and orange essentially. Somebody could have just gone swimming. All right. Interesting. And it feels as if you could have stepped back from some people or from a situation and you came back looking better than ever. Okay. Yeah. You also could have left something and stayed away and they have been watching you and keeping tabs on you. And it's like, dang, you don't die, huh? Like a roach. Okay. All right. Somebody could be scattering like roaches, but it's also giving me the energy of you being highly respected due to the fact that you didn't let something tear you down, okay? You just kept it moving. Keep it moving. Rich girl, something about your finances could be significant. Hello? Hello. Ooh, all right. Before we get into this energy, my Pisces, let's go ahead and tap in with the divine as priestess right here, all right? Interesting. You could be tapping in more with the divine being by yourself, okay? Hermit mode could be significant, or a Virgo could be very significant. You could be learning new things in this time of solitude, all right? Or just in your moments of solitude, okay? Divine, I thank you in advance. Ask for clarity, protection, as well as progression and connection. I extend my gratitude and ask that my angels and guides protect Pisces and I on this vibe. As I say that, you could have been protective of someone. This could even be yourself or other people at one point in time, okay? What's the message? You could have also escaped something, escaped the situation. I'm looking at this Eight of Cups right here. You could have also had the help of your ancestors in escaping something, okay? I just saw the Queen of Wands and the card was kind of like bent. I was almost wondering if there was something out of place. You could have sensed as if something was misplaced. As I adjust my camera, okay? Death magic. Interesting. Like I said, I'm staying alive. Staying alive. Somebody was throwing death magic at you, girl, sir, and whoever in between, all right? Like I said, dang, this person won't die. That's crazy. And the song is pretty much, he's saying, in my opinion, my morals and values are staying intact because I got a girl. Yeah, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. The music's loud, okay? You could be a little delusional as well. Like, you know how in some movies the target just barely misses the the attack, so to speak. It's like somebody's trying to hit you with a ladder. You bend down, pick up a penny, and it's like as they are trying to attack you, you are weaving and maneuvering through the attacks, and you're picking up like good karma, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm getting Cardi B when she say, and shout out to my haters, cause y'all be streaming my stuff just to talk about me and it benefits me. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Thief. Interesting. Okay. Somebody could have tried to steal something from you. You was like, you can have it. I got plenty more. This could be lovers. Somebody could have multiple lovers. Moving on. Like I said, y'all think I just be talking, huh? Child, please. Oh no, I know a little bit too. Okay. TLC could be significant. Somebody could be the L and they left the TC. Somebody could be the C and they left the TL. Somebody could be the T and they left the LC. All right. Put it where it goes. You could have separated from a group of friends. All right. Or from someone, from a person that was trying to take your life, take your happiness, take your joy. I just heard pride. Okay. Somebody could have felt like you were very prideful. All right. Like their constructive criticism was actually meant to humble you. Okay. But, all right. You got to be quicker than that. Okay. Somebody could be fishing or looking for, what is that, car insurance, some type of insurance. Okay. What's the situation, Most High? And you walk with a certain confidence. As I said, Knight of Swords. With this deck, this Knight of Swords always gives me your ancestors say, hold up. Hold up. Wait. We waited till the wheels fall off. All my life, I wanted to be a baritone. Situation, please. Yeah, you're very much so protected at this time. You could even have people defending you behind closed doors. The lovers, what I said, y'all got multiple lovers. It's giving options, baby. Especially because Venus is about to enter Libra. Wherever you got Libra, baby. Say cheese, okay? Something about a house or your stability could be very significant as well. Yeah, you can tell by the way I use the Chariot in reverse. Something or someone wasn't able to pull something forward or to progress with a specific plan or something like that, or to tear someone away. It's like somebody was like, no, I want to go back with Pisces. It's warm over there. It's fun over there. I love Pisces. I love me a Pisces. Okay. What's my Pisces energy? Somebody was definitely green with envy. Okay. That's why they were trying to end something for you. That's why they were trying to end something for you. All right. Somebody could have been very combative, or these are just your competition. What competition? Six of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Okay. All right. And at one point in time, you could have felt as if you were dragged into a situation or dragged downhill in some way, shape, or form. Six to the eight is plus the Two of Swords. That's delusion. It's also indecisiveness. I'm sorry. Yeah, indecisiveness. Page of Cups. All right. You could have questioned your creativity or your ability to create. You could have even questioned your intuition. Okay. What's the advice moving forward? You don't see it. That's what it is. Again with the Page of Cups, okay? You don't see how things have passed you. Okay? Things that were meant to harm you have passed you, okay? A brush with death is what I just heard. And when I said swimming, I almost got the energy that somebody could have almost, you know, while they were swimming. Look, Four of Swords, okay? Look at that. Don't that look like a casket? Your ancestors don't play about you, baby. What they thought. Look, what they thought this was. Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This could be a fire sign, another fire sign, okay? Somebody was in heavy competition with you and you didn't even see it. You could have realized it later, like, oh, you trying to hit me. Interesting. That could have been when you left as well. You could have cried over this. Or something about rain could be significant. The ocean is very significant. Something about you possibly being very deep, possibly too deep for people, especially if they are superficial, okay? As I fix my hair. Something about hair could be significant. Somebody could envy your hair, okay? Envy the style, envy the thickness, envy the color, envy the health of it all. The Hermit, did I not say that? Isolation, the Hermit. There's some type of information or faith that you will be able to gain in this isolated isolation period, isolation phase, okay? Page of Wands, and you will know how to better handle these people when you come outside again, okay? Somebody could be following the story of Nolan Wells, okay? The Fool. Look, you see how she's stepping from the ocean? New journey, a new path. And again with the Four of Swords. This is also a moment of rest, of peace, of needing to take a break. Yeah, the Star, which some people don't know, the Hermit is holding the star in his light, okay? The light at the end of the tunnel could be very significant. Right now, you could be going through withdrawals, is what I just heard, all right? Possibly from a party life, from a friend, from a social group, from a certain rank could be significant. It's given like you are romanticizing the past, but the past wasn't stable, okay? It feels as though people could have been smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. They backstabbers. Backstabbers. Yeah, Three of Swords. Hurt at the bottom. All right? Death and rebirth, baby. Scorpio energy. The Phoenix, okay? You've seen my descent, now watch my rise. There's a card in my in my oracle deck that says that. Queen of Wands in the wheel look like she rising to me. Your confidence is rising, your beauty is rising, you're looking more attractive, and you're also feeling more attractive. It feels as if I heard combination. It's a combination of a lot of things. You could be excelling in your work life, excelling in your familial life, okay, excelling in your domestic life. Something about a pet could be significant. I'm seeing a white dog, like a white lab or something like that. Okay, do labs come in white? I think they do. Do labs come in white? You could be buying something in multiple colors. Queen of Wands and the Wheel, yeah. All because the cycle was ended for you or you chose to end it, okay? Your ancestors could have, it's giving me the energy of people were removed from your life because God heard conversations that you did not, okay? The Lovers. What's the Lovers? Thank you. The Devil in reverse, okay? You chose to go against the grain, is what I'm hearing. You chose not to simply be a sheep among the herd. All right, you could have went the opposite way. You could resonate with being a scapegoat of some kind, okay, or even the black sheep of a group or of a family. One more for the Lovers. I'm hearing one time for the big girls. Now work, work, work. Now bang, bang, bang. What line it? What line it? What dance is that? Interesting. Somebody could be studying their stretch marks. The Sun, clarity. Okay. You could have gained clarity about a lover or a Gemini, could be very significant, or about your choices. Like right before you went somewhere or decided to do something with someone or study something, is what I just heard. Okay. Something about school could be significant. You decided to go another way, another route. You possibly decided to do something not as traditionally acceptable. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity was presented. Look, Page of Swords, studying, all right? Two of Pentacles. You could have chose to study something as far as finance, all right? And you don't even have to be like in school and college or anything like that. There's different ways to study, right? YouTube University. Oh, the Chariot in reverse. Five of Cups, all right? Something that did not work out was definitely a disappointment in some way, shape, or form. Something that didn't, I just said that. You could have tried to do something more than once and you're like, I keep running into a brick wall. Sometimes that brick wall is there because you're meant to go the other way. The World, okay, cause an ending. Justice, though. Something needed to end in order for, and I was just talking about Venus and Libra. Something needed to end in order for the balance to be restored, all right? Restoration. Restoration, absolutely, okay? Possibly even your faith. Maybe you felt like your life was going a little haywire. Maybe you felt like you lacked control in some way, shape, or form, and so you're sat down right now, or you need to sit down. There's a need for you to sit down because there's some information for you to gain. Okay, a message, and sometimes I say it all the time. When you're outside too often, you can't hear God's voice. All right, how you supposed to be led by your intuition when you don't even know what they sound like? You feel what I'm saying? I mean, it's Ace of Pentacles again. This is a new tangible opportunity, a new opportunity that was manifested because we have the will, we saw the world. Things are definitely ending a cycle. And so when we end cycles that were meant to be ended, when we don't hang on or linger with the woulda, shoulda, couldas, all right? You loud, Mr. Truck. Hey, Mr. Postman. Interesting. Okay. You are presented with a gifty when you end things, okay? When you end things that no longer serve you. It was a source of disappointment. A relationship possibly didn't get off the ground or didn't progress forward, okay? That could have been a little disappointing. A friendship, some type of endeavor, all right? The Hierophant definitely could have been a relationship, a marriage. The Hierophant, okay, that is school as well. Maybe you didn't get into the school that you wanted to go to. Five of Wands, the Star yet again, all right? One more for the Star. It feels like you were hoping to beat out the competition in some way, shape, or form, especially when it comes to being accepted about something with or accepted for something into a program, for a job or something like that. Yeah, the world. Okay. I just heard the end of what time is it? About four. I just heard the last chime of a church bell. Okay. Church bell and the star falls out. The star is hope and faith. All right. Yeah, Five of Swords. Somebody could have backstabbed you, betrayed you. Yeah. Okay, that tracks with my morning message of the day. Could have been a friend. Clarify this Five of Swords. Three of Cups. Yeah, a friend. A friend betrayed you. Somebody could have taken something. Somebody could have taken something. Somebody could have felt as if you had everything already. You wouldn't be missing this particular person or job or whatever it was that you wanted. Okay. You betrayed me, and I know that you'll never feel sorry. That could also be in regards to a relationship, all right? Six of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Look, regards to a relationship, okay? You moved forward, but it was with a heavy heart, okay? Yeah, the Four of Wands and Temperance, something that you may have thought was balanced at first, okay? Or you may be finding that you are more balanced without this person, without these people in your life, okay? Four of Wands is celebration. Temperance is, I just heard grace, but I was thinking more so balance, okay? Balance with self. That's internal balance. When we think about justice, justice is more so external balance. People getting karma, things playing out in your favor. External balance. Temperance is my mind, body, and soul are aligned, okay? And so as I move through this life, I will be aligned when coming up against things that are meant to destroy me, to steal from me, to off me. Okay. Knight of Cups and the Three of Swords. Okay. A Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, specifically another Pisces, could have hurt you. All right. Somebody could have thought that they could sweet talk themselves back into your life in some way, shape, or form. The Knight of Cups always gives me smooth criminal. Okay. And they know exactly what power their mind holds, or their words hold. All right. Talk somebody straight out them draws. That's crazy. Okay. Page of Cups. For advice, please and thank you. Thank you. Eight of Cups. Okay. You left someone that it feels as if you left someone that was trying to start something new. Like I said, Queen of Cups. Okay. At the bottom, Ten of Wands. You could have decided that, let me see. Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. You could have been a little guarded towards this person before you decided to end it all. You could have also felt, like I said, you left with a heavy heart, okay? Your heart is still intact, but it was very much so heavy, very much so. You could have felt a little emotionally defeated, all right? This is advice though. You may not have left this person yet, but if you don't, you being guarded isn't enough. Something needs to be sliced off at the head. What they say? Slice the head off the serpent. Yeah, there's a snake in your camp. There's a snake in my boot. Toy Story could be significant. Six of Wands in the Judgment. Yes. Yes. Okay. And the Queen of Cups at the bottom still. Six of Wands is a victory. That's admiration, all right? Once you leave the situation, there's a certain avenue that could possibly open up for you, all right? Because you judge something properly. Again, I said something about hair, didn't I? Their hairs are really sticking out to me. I need new cards, but I love these cards so much, all right? They're one of my first decks. One of my first decks. This could have been somebody that was your first kiss, your first real relationship, your first your first hunch. One of your closest friends, one of your oldest friends, all right? Clarify the Hermit, please. Or this could be a dream or a desire that you've always wanted, okay? And you might find that it's better to leave. Maybe it's not big enough, all right? This could also be a creative idea. The Hermit, please. The Chariot, moving forward, moving on. You being by yourself, it feels as if something's going to like drop in your lap or drop into your head as far as the benefits of separating yourself permanently from these people, from this idea, from this person, okay? Put it where it goes. Queen of Swords, and you'll be able to cut them off properly because there's been some internal work here, all right? An internal recognition. Maybe it's not always beneficial to have my heart on my sleeve or to overexert myself or to nurture people that have no intention on nurturing me, to nurture ideas that have not yet produced any fruit, okay? Possibly enhancing your dreams, not necessarily giving up on them, but there might be a better way to go about it. Or there's something you need to be thinking big, bitch. That's what I'm getting. The Tower and the Ace of Swords. You need to be thinking bigger. Bigger, okay? If they thought they was gonna stop you at this level, baby, they gonna be pissed when you go to the next level. Think big, bitch. The Hermit. There's so many majors in this as well. This is definitely a big shift, okay? Big shift in and for your energy. And then we're ending off with the Fool, which is absolutely beautiful because there are so many endings that have occurred up until this point. You need to choose new, the High Priestess, okay? And this is going to elevate, allow you to tap into your intuition even more. And so in this next phase, you won't necessarily be tripped up or choked up by the same lessons. Don't get me wrong, lessons will arise, okay? But it won't be the same lesson. And it's a cycle over here. It's a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. You could have been dealing with an Aries, okay? Because I just got done with theirs and it was something, I was picking up on something about a jungle. But I was picking up on Welcome to the Jungle with Jay-Z and Kanye. The Magician and the Four of Swords, okay? You need to create a safer environment, possibly a safer bubble for yourself, okay? If you can't depend on others, you have to look inward to depend on yourself, all right? Only you can prevent wildfires, all right? Only you know what it is that you need to grow properly, to feel loved properly, all right? So there could be some things that you need to do for yourself. This could be buying clothes, shopping therapy, regular therapy, buying plants, all right? Planting, okay? Whatever puts you in your place of zen, your place of healing with this magician, all right? This could also be talking to your guides as well with this Three of Wands, asking for direction, all right? Navigation. Navigation. Especially if you have kids, all right? A mother's job is to teach the children how to nurture themselves properly. They say that a mother and child's relationship is inward. It's just them two, right? And then the dad comes and turns the child around to face the world, okay? Yeah. So regardless, whatever it is that you do will definitely pour over into your children. The better you treat yourself, the better your children will be able to be in a healthier environment, okay? One more for the Fool. Holy moly donut shop. Too many. One more. Something about donuts could be significant. I see you though. I'm gonna pull you. King of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you need to be more decisive, more logical, more rational when it comes to your work life or working on yourself, okay? The time for play is over with, because whatever it was that was missing you before, if you don't take heed now, then it might just hit you in the head next time, okay? Be careful out there. Yeah, Page of Cups. You could have been a little naive at one point in time, or a little, yeah, a little naive when it comes to other people and their intentions, all right? Yeah, all right. Yeah, death and rebirth. The time has come. It's time to change, all right? Not everybody says genuine as you are, my Pisces. And sometimes they say Pisces, is the end of the zodiacal wheel. It's the end of the cycle, okay? But Pisces are also the wisest. However, sometimes you guys are so spiritually elevated that you're not as grounded as you need to be because you're so far up in the ethers, all right? Just living on a hope and a prayer, all right? Hope and a prayer with the star, all right? Now that one came out for Aries. Navigation. You could have been asking the wrong people for their validation when it comes to how you should move in your life. Oh my goodness. When I tell y'all could be dealing with an Aries. This card came out for Aries, and the card that I just pulled came out for Aries too. These pains you feel are messengers. Listen to them. Getting signs, learning messages from spirit. So whatever pain it is that you are feeling, it's time for you to transmute that into money. Or, whatever you want. Happiness. Something about budgeting could be significant. To praise the sun is to praise your own eyes, seeing clearly, gratitude, happy with your life. Yeah. This feels as though you might need to acknowledge as well all the things that you are grateful for, the things that you are glad that did not happen, that did not prosper, because you can see other people that stayed on that road, okay, and stayed consistent, and you could possibly see that didn't work out with them. You know what I'm saying? Nice. Thank you. Wherever you go and whatever you do, be it in love, strong feelings, inspired, don't settle for less. All right. At the bottom, we have be with those who help your being. Like attracts like, choose friends carefully. Yeah. It's time for you to find better friends after this isolation period, okay? Okay. Get in tune with yourself. Get in tune, stupid. Somebody could be from Chicago, all right? I love y'all so much. I hope this helped. If you have any questions for me, check the description box down below. And as always, stay fly, aim high, okay?